I rarely go to the cinema, especially now during the pandemic, but I made an exception for the movie Old by M. Night Shyamalan. 2 hours were gone in one breath. The room was quiet the whole time, except for their sobs here and there. When people were leaving, they looked sad and crushed. They looked scared, unhappy, and I didn't feel that way at all. I felt moved, and in fact, very optimistic. Let me tell you why. This is Lifespan.io's film reviews, and I'm your host, Elena Milova. Old is a 2021 American thriller produced by M. Night Shyamalan, based on the Swiss graphic novel Sandcastle by Pierre, Levy, and Frederik Peeters. Spoiler alert, several families go to a hotel in the tropics for a vacation. As any ordinary family, it has its problems. Mom is cheating on dad, they plan a divorce, children don't like their fights, and some medical issues are involved as well. When they arrive at the hotel, the owner greets them in a very sweet way and shortly after suggests a visit to a secluded private beach where they can rest and relax. It turns out that some other people receive the same invitation, the driver drops them to the beach and leaves. And then the most powerful part of the movie begins. One by one, the party members notice that there is something wrong with them. Children grow and become adults in a few hours, while the old person suddenly dies and others experience fast deterioration of health. They try to leave the beach, but they can't. The passage back through the rocks makes them feel so sick that they run back, crying of pain. Apparently, they are destined to stay on the beach, get old, and die. 1 year of life is lost in just half of an hour. I must applaud the movie producer for meticulously picturing the symptoms of age-related diseases, tumors developing in minutes, and not only we can see the wrinkles covering the unfortunate travelers outside, the narration moves from one person to another, showing how their vision becomes blurry and how they can't hear the sounds clearly anymore. A heartbreaking picture of aging depriving people of one ability after the other over the course of just one day. By the end, most of the party members prematurely die of old age. You will know what happens to the others if you watch the movie, so I won't be spoiling that for you. But I stopped discussing the horror right there. I told you in the beginning that unlike other people, I was not that scared and upset, and it's time to explain why. You see, over the last 20 years, medical science has progressed a lot, and our understanding of biological aging has too. In 2002, and then 8 years ago, in 2013, two groups of leading researchers in biology described 9 distinctive processes that lead to aging and age-related diseases. Those are known as the hallmarks of aging. Check www.lifespan.io/aging to read a brief summary of those root mechanisms. Based on all the available knowledge, they concluded that targeting those root processes with medical interventions may lead to gaining control over biological aging. Yes, you heard me right. Control over biological aging, that also means an opportunity to get rid of all age-related diseases for good. 20 years of animal studies has allowed the researchers to achieve a 10-fold health and lifespan extension in simple animals like worms and 30% life extension in mice. These therapies have prolonged health in animals, slowed down or even reversed age-related diseases. And that's why those test subjects could live much longer. And 2 years ago, there was the first successful pilot clinical trial in humans, where an age reversal of 2 years was achieved. Check the link to the scientific publication with those results under this video. Why am I telling you this scientific stuff? Because progress hasn't stopped there. And now there are over 100 official clinical trials of therapies targeting the root causes of aging happening around the globe. Lifespan.io, whose channel you are watching, is a news outlet covering aging research. We are tracking around 60 of the most promising trials on our rejuvenation roadmap, which shows how the development of therapies is progressing and moving from studies in animals into the first, second, and third phases of clinical trials in people. Visit www.lifespan.io/roadmap to learn more about how efforts to bring aging under medical control are progressing. So, does the movie Old still look like a horror to you? Maybe not so much now. It's quite likely that researchers will succeed in extending the period of healthy life in humans by years, perhaps even decades, and that might happen soon. Age reversal is not a dream or a fairy tale anymore. It's an engineering project happening right now in scientific laboratories around the globe. The fact that you didn't know about it is an oversight of the governments and mass media. So why does this movie not scare me? Well, clinical trials take around 15 years. Since I'm 42, there is a good chance that I will live long enough to see those innovative life extension therapies arriving. For now, I'm keeping myself informed about the supplements, medications, and therapies that have a high chance to bring life extension, and I also participate in some of the human trials myself. Check this recent episode of Lifespan News to learn more about one of those trials. Did I like the movie Old? Well, yeah, I actually did. I did very much. It's a good movie with great seascapes, wonderful metaphors, full of human wisdom and full of love. But don't forget, while aging is real, we're not necessarily condemned to die from it. We may have a choice, and we may see the end of aging and the end of age-related diseases in our lifetime. That's all for now. Subscribe to keep track of aging and longevity research news and hit the bell button to receive notifications of our latest content. Stay young and see you soon.